Good morning. I just packed up my room and I'm gonna go have a coffee and maybe take my time a little bit more getting out of town. I was thinking I was gonna wake up really early and push for really big mileage day, but uploading kind of took a little longer than I expected, and I think I'll have a little bit more peace if I just let a slower mileage day be okay. I'll still probably, I don't know, do at least 15, but maybe that'll be enough. I haven't looked at the shelters, honestly. So I'm gonna figure that out and have coffee and then get on with the day. Whoa, there's this giant boulder rock formation along the trail out of the NOC. Cool. Okay, so it's 11 and I'm barely walking out of the NOC. I had some coffee and some oatmeal and a cookie and finalized some of the details on my uploads for videos and stuff. So that was good. It was a productive morning, and I'm really excited because I ended up booking a night at the Hike Inn, which will have it's more expensive than staying at a hostel, but whew, it'll have a private room with bed sheets, shower, laundry, a ride into town so that way I can resupply at a full grocery store, and Wi-Fi and everything just kind of close together and cozy. And I didn't take a shower while I was at the NOC. I didn't wash my clothes, and by the next town stop I'll be gearing up to go into the Smokies. So I was feeling worried that I would get to Fontana Dam and then have to resupply kind of at a gas station, with very few amenities for vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian hikers like me, and just feeling like I'm not gonna be able to wash my clothes or reset. I'm kind of trying to do too much because I think my body can handle the miles, but at the same time doing the videos is worth it to slow down, and it does take time. So yeah, so I'm not able to keep up with just a super fast pace in and out of town because I'm doing these videos. I mean, I still haven't taken a zero. Today's day 9, by the way. So I mean, I feel good about that. Not that taking a zero is bad, it's just not where my body necessarily is. So anyways, my goal today is 16 or 18 miles, and then the next day will be 12 miles or something around there. I'll give you more precise mileages later, but tonight I'm staying at a shelter, hopefully, and then my stay at the Hike Inn is for once I get to Fontana Dam. And so from the NOC to Fontana Dam, it's only 28 miles. So I was like, ooh, I could try to do that in one day. I just have to get up early and then I can get there. But it was just a lot of, like, it just would have been like a little bit too much. So I decided to, like, no, I'm gonna take it easy, have a nice slow morning, get out of the NOC, and then I'm so glad I just decided to call that B&B because now I have a comfy place to stay, and she shuttles hikers and has been hosting hikers for a long time. So I think that'll be a great way to prepare for the Smokies. So anyways, I have like an 8-mile climb. Hopefully it goes well. More later. The leaf stuck to my pulse. Okay. So I'm like halfway up this climb. I have 4.5 to go to the very top of this mountain where I'm hoping to eat a sandwich. Also feels like the rain is right on the edge of falling, but nothing so far, so we'll see at what point the rain comes. It's been steep, but also there's been quite a few of these little spots where I can gather my breath, so it doesn't feel too bad, even though this is a very long climb. Yeah, so it is 12:32 and I think I've gone almost 5 miles, so I'm right on pace for 2.5 miles an hour is like my norm, and feeling good, enjoying these crispy brown leaves, and the weather is just like I got to delayer, and that feels nice. And hopefully it just stays really nice the rest of the evening, and we'll see how far I make it. So that's my little update for now. So I'm still making my way up this massive climb, but I just took a little bit of a break with some other thru hikers, Serendipity, Black Bear, Bad Bat, and one other gentleman I just met. I forgot his name. He's also very nice, but we were chatting, and I'm really sad that I can't join their group because putting in a few more miles than them, but it's been nice getting to chat with them. I met them in the NOC, and getting to see them again on trail was great. So Black Bear mentioned that the Cold Spring shelter I stayed in 2 nights ago is actually the oldest shelter on the AT. And that felt really cool and crazy because it did feel very old in there. And I felt like it was definitely really shabby compared to some of the other shelters I've stayed in that are newer. But it just got me so interested in the history of the AT, and just feeling like this trail is like so magical. Like it feels like this is the trail where thru hiking really began, and I'm not sure on dates and everything, so I want to look that up, like study some more AT history, but and the other long trails. But yeah, I just kind of reminded me that like people have been doing this for so long, walking the same path, staying in shelters, carrying their food, just submerging themselves in the mountains, and it just felt really special. And yeah, so I'm just kind of like soaking that in right now, feeling good about that. I'm hoping to have a sandwich at the very top of the climb, which I think is probably like another 1.5 miles up after this little bit of a lull that I'm on right now. But yeah, oh yeah, I think Bad Bat, pretty sure that's her name. She definitely has a YouTube channel, so you should check that out. I can try to link it below. I haven't watched too many of her videos, but, oh, the wind picked up, sorry if the noise is bad, but, I watched one of her gear video. I watched her gear video before I came out here, and it was like so well done. So just from that, I can highly recommend you guys checking out her channel too, because I think she's doing daily vlogs. We didn't talk about it too much. I feel like, I don't know. It's not, I want to do more like hiker highlights and like being more inclusive with my videos for like hikers that want to share like about their journeys and things like that. So I'm kind of brainstorming ideas on how to do that, and then also trying to like remember to work up the courage to like ask people because it feels like I don't want to make people uncomfortable, and I don't, you know, I got to read the room a little, you know, and see who might be interested. But you never know. I feel like it's fun to share, and then they can send the videos to their families and stuff if they want to. So anyways, just that little update. The trail's feeling very like old magic and beautiful. And then there's another hiker out here doing vlogs, and getting to chat with other through hikers is just really nice. So I'm headed towards Brown Fork Gap Shelter, 9.1 away. Whew. Still got that climb left. Oh yeah, here's this shelter. Almost at the top. Really, really. Woo. I think I made it. Wow. Look at this beauty. Cheoah Bald. Not sure how to pronounce that. But the rain just started a little bit ago. But wow. Oh my gosh. Look at these amazing views. Can't believe I'm making time to eat this because it does feel like it might start downpouring, but I told myself I would eat it when I got up here. And if it does start downpouring, I'm gonna just want to be walking or in a shelter. Okay, I'm all geared up and ready for the rain. Rain pants are on. Finished my sandwich as fast as possible while enjoying the beautiful view. But I feel a little nervous about the rain. It's like, I don't know how badly it will come down. So it's like, if it storms, that's crazy. I still have, I think, at least 8 miles to go. So that puts me at camp right at sunset again. Or I can go another 6 after that. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about it. Then that's like a couple hours of night hiking. So if it downpours, then I might just be tucking into the earliest shelter I can. But there's a couple behind me that have 2 dogs, and I have a feeling they're probably headed to that shelter. And I love dogs and all, but I also am allergic, and I don't really like the thought of being in a shelter with 2 dogs, especially if it's like a small shelter. So I really don't want to have to end up at the same one as them. But yeah, so that's kind of what's on my mind right now. It's all downhill for a while. There's one more kind of big climb, but not as big as this. Right before the shelter I want to stay at. So, yeah, more later. Okay, so only 4 more miles. Brown Fork Gap Shelter. And should be there right around sunset. The weather cleared up. Layered. It didn't totally clear up, but enough to take my jackets off. Wow, you can see the road really well. I'm on the ridge above Cheoah Bald, and I'm surprised. Not sure if it comes through on the camera on the phone, but okay, just came from down there. Looks like they're doing a bunch of logging and construction, so it smells weird, but at least the trail's still intact. Seems like it. Look at this view. Brown Fork Gap Shelter 2.4. That's where I'm going. Oh, last steep climb before the Brown Fork Shelter. Can you tell how steep it is? It's steep. But it's short. Ish. Okay. I made it to the top of this climb. Now I follow a ridge for a little bit, and I'll be to the shelter. I love getting up high. It's just about 6 o'clock. I made it to the junction for Brown Fork Gap Shelter. It's 0.1 down this trail. Can't see it, unfortunately. Oh wait, I kind of can see it through the trees a tiny bit, but you can't, definitely not. The wind's picking up. So I'm on the fence and I feel like torn because I kind of want to keep going and put in more miles. I do need to get water, which I think that there's one spot really close to here that I can get water. And then the next shelter would be 6.1. So that would take 2.5 hours. 6, 7, 8, 30. 8:30 I could be at the next shelter, so it'll be dark, and I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's gonna rain really bad, so I'm torn. I think I'm just gonna go for it though. It's not that much farther, and also I kind of just want to tuck in for the night. I'm so torn. Okay, yes, I decided to push to the next shelter. Then I'll have gone, so I've gone like 16, I've gone a little over 16, and so I'll have like 22 by the end of the day, and I didn't start till 11, and that's amazing. And hopefully there's room in the shelter. Hopefully hopefully it doesn't rain or storm while I'm doing these extra miles. But I don't know, I feel excited. A little nervous, obviously. It's nerve-wracking to night hike, but I'm not gonna worry about it because it's, I don't know, kind of cool. Okay, I made it to this little piped spring. I grab water, go pee, and then go. Okay. Whew. Got water, went pee, changed into my clothes, and now I'm getting back on trail, which is a little bit up this hill, and then 6 miles to go. I wonder what that light is on top of that mountain. It's so bright. I have no idea what it is. Whew. It's getting darker. Look at the sky. Pretty. Here's my path. Okay, so it's the next day, and I just wanted to finish up this video. I got into the shelter at like 8:30, and then I was so happy to find 2 other AT through hikers, and they made space for me, and then we all just like chatted and laughed and had like a super good time. I think it was like the funnest time I've had in a shelter so far. And it wasn't too freezing. Like, it was like probably the warmest night I've had so far on trail, but the only thing is that the roof leaked in the shelter, and so it wasn't raining, but then it started raining in the middle of the night, and eventually that rain came through and came right onto my spot, because I was the last one in. So I had the spot where the comment said it leaks. So yeah, anyways, try and tell the story while I climb, but I guess I'll pause for a second. Yeah, so it was overall a really great night. I ended up using Woodchuck's umbrella. I just sent mine home, but I could lay the umbrella right on the floor and kind of be under it. And then it protected me from the rain. So it was like so perfect. And yeah, yesterday was her birthday. So I think they were pretty energized and like they had had a really good day. It was Woodchuck and Lefty. Then I met Saoirse, and he tented nearby. I met him this morning. But it was so much fun. So glad to get to hang out. They're doing lower miles, but they are going to be in town or getting to Fontana today. So I'm kind of hoping we get to go to a restaurant together. But we'll see. So thank you so much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. I guess I will add, it was like 22.5 miles, and I hiked 2 hours of night hiking. And it wasn't so bad because the weather was nice, but it was still pretty like uncomfortable. And there were like a ton of roots on the trail, so it was kind of really hard to walk. Like I really, really had to focus. And yeah, I think 22.5 miles and night hiking. And I got in at 8:30 and I left the NOC at 11, so that was pretty good, not bad.